Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I am. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a 4x4 off-road ute with huge monster truck-like tyres based on circles. Are you ready? Grab your paper, grab a pencil and let's get started. I'm going to start my drawing by drawing two large circles. One, two. So try and keep them the same size. I've drawn them in pencil first because that's going to be the big tyres. Okay, I'm now going to swap over to a black pen. I'm using a Copic multiliner and I'm going to draw the middle circle or the rim of the tyres. So one circle there, another circle in the middle, another one in the middle of that. So I've got 4 circles for this tyre, and then I'm going to have some wheel nuts. So I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheel nuts. And I'm just going to thicken that up in there, thicken this line there up. That's like the middle of the tyre. Now you can do some little bumps, you could do some zigzags around this, or you can do this pattern. Now I've used a guideline, the pencil I'm going to use as my guideline, and I'm going to put like little bumps on my tyres, almost like a cog, coming across, up, so you can see that the inner part there is on that line, and then I just come out, and I just keep repeating that all the way around my tyre. Now you can see I've drawn a couple of little guidelines there. I've got to work out which one it is. It pays to draw in pencil. In case you make any mistakes, you can rub it out, but I'm just going around. So I've drawn the guideline. So I'm going to repeat that wheel for this one. So we've got a big circle in the middle here. And it's all practice. This one, the more you practice your drawing, the better you're going to get. Try and keep that the same, and I'm just going to go around that to thicken that one up. And we've got 6 wheel nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little wheel nuts. And I'm going to do the same as what I did here on this tyre. I'm just looking, and I may have to just come out a little bit more to make this one a little bit bigger. Art is about looking and comparing. So I drew 2 circles which I thought were pretty similar, but they're slightly different. So I'm just making this one a little bit bigger. As you can see, rather than being on that line, I'm coming off it a little bit to make it bigger. And we've got our cool 4x4 big truck wheels here. Okay, so we've got 2 wheels, they look pretty cool. Now let's put some suspension on this vehicle. I'm going to put 1, 2 lines there, and I'm going to put 1, 2 lines there, and you can notice that they're on that angle, I'm sort of angling them towards the middle of that circle. 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there. Now I'm going to draw the bottom of my vehicle. I'm just going to move that down for you guys. There we are. So let's draw. I'm going to make mine a bit of a ute type vehicle. So I'm going to start by bringing the body here, coming up. This is like the wheel arch, and this is the back wheel arch that we're going to bring over and come back down like that. Try and keep this the same. And then this will be the front of the vehicle. Now I'm going to just angle that out like so, and then curve it around. So that's like the bonnet. And this will be the back of the vehicle. So I'm just going to pretend that this goes all the way through, and I'm going to pick this up there. So I'm going to put a dot there, same length, above my wheel here. And this is going to be like the back of the tray of the vehicle. Come down like so. And we'll put a little rounded rectangle bumper bar there. Now, rather than a big bull bar, you could put a bull bar on the front. Actually, let's do that. I'm just going to put a bit of a bracket here and a big shape like this for like a bull bar. And we might even decide that we want to put some big spotlights on the front there. There's a big spotlight with some big beams of light coming out. Now my vehicle is a muscle vehicle, so it's going to have a big blower on the front. So I'm going to put a couple of lines like so, and that's like an air intake. Then we're going to have the body of the car come up and then back down and join that. Every time I draw this picture, it's slightly different. Okay, I'm going to draw a window opening here, and it's just a shape that a line that lines up with here, and then we're just following inside there. Now I'm going to just draw like a little headrest, and because this is a sort of like a monster racing vehicle, I'm going to put the person wearing a helmet. So a big arch, and then a visor. And we could put some roll bars on this. So I'm going to put a couple of little bars coming down the back, like so. It's like a roll cage that would be in there, just in case it falls over with these big wheels. Now we've got the bases of our vehicle looking pretty good. Now we can add some more details. So I'm going to put some lines to make these look a bit more like shockies. And I'm going to go back the other way this time. So that way, and then this way. All right, I'm also going to put like a big exhaust pipe coming out the back. Rather than out the end, it's going to come up like a truck exhaust. So I'm going to put like a rounded rectangle there. And then we're going to put some little patterns like this, little air. And then we're going to put like a big exhaust coming off there like that. And if we wanted to, we could put some puffs of smoke out. I've drawn mine a little bit higher for my page, but that's okay, because we could put it on a jump. But I might just put a bit of dirt line through there. Okay, now this needs something. We could put some sort of cool pattern on the side. I'm thinking either a lightning bolt or a flame. Let's go with a flame. So I'm going to start with a line that sort of zips around like so, and the flame goes from the front all the way to the back. So you can see cross, back, and try and keep that bumpy, and then just put a little bit, and we're going to repeat along the bottom edge. And there is the flame of the vehicle, and then we're going to do another one inside. So I'm going to put a point there like so, and then I'm just going to bring these to come inside of those. Looking awesome. Hope you're having a great time drawing your vehicle. I'm sure you are. Cool little off-road vehicle monster truck. Now, as you know, I like to thicken up some of my outlining, so I'm going to fast forward that so that we can get that outlining thickened up. Okay, it's time for colouring. I'm going to colour mine in using some marker pens and pencils. You could use whatever you have at home. I'm going to start by using a really dark grey for the tyres, not black. I'm going to put some dark grey down. I'm using a chisel tip marker here. And I'm going to put all my colour down nicely. And I'm going to speed up the video. Make sure you watch to the end, because I'm going to give you some tips on how to go over your marker pen. markers to add some really cool effects. Let's put the finishing touches on. I'm going to put a little bit of brown dirt down the bottom. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to just put a little bit of brown here along the bottom. Just along here, just to put that in there. And I'm going to fade that out. There we go, there's a bit of ground that the vehicle is sitting on. Now it's time to put on some highlights and some dark areas for this vehicle. So, put on a little bit of white bits on just on some of the tyre edge, just on a bit of the top left-hand side of the tyres, just to give it a bit more interest than just plain flat colour. This is like think of this as a little highlight just on that top section of these tyres here. Bit around there to define that edge as well. There's a few little highlights. Now, I've really enjoyed drawing this sort of vehicle. It's a cross between a 4x4 monster truck. Imagine cruising around in one of these. It'd be pretty cool. I'll just put a little bit of white highlight on the helmet. A few little glassy lines for the visor. Let's make this look like a little bit like a window with some... I can put some little blue lines so it looks like the windows there. A bit of shading along the top. So if we put these like little sort of reflection lines over the top of the helmet, it looks like there's glass before you get to him. Although some of these racing vehicles don't even have glass in the windows, so you can leave that out. I'm just going to put a little bit of, just make it look a bit like smoke, so I'm colouring in small circles. And I'm just going to get some darker bits on some of these. Especially along the bottom there where it would cast a shadow, so on the bottoms of these wheel nuts on the right hand side, because my light source is coming from there. I'm putting a little bit of a cast shadow, and you can see the difference. It looks kind of cool. And around the bottom, the reason I did it on there is because that's going in, so the light wouldn't get into there. It'd get more on that bottom part. Now remember, with all drawing and colouring and shading, it's practice, looking, trying your best, persisting. Every time I draw this, it's slightly different. I was drawing this with my nephew down in South Australia the other week, and he did an awesome job. I hope you guys are doing an awesome job too with your vehicle. All right, and remember, if you want to share it with me, you can message me through Instagram, email, or Facebook. I'd love to see your cool pictures. Super awesome vehicle. I'm just going to keep adding some more detail. So I'm just going to speed this up. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you had a great time. I certainly did, drawing the 4x4 off-road vehicle with huge monster truck tyres. If you did, give me a like and I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye.